This case absolutely terrified me because it reminded me that it could happen to any of us. And that's what happened in San Diego County when police came across an abandoned vehicle. The flashers were on, there was a gas can on the ground, the trunk was open, and the keys were hanging out of the trunk. They knew immediately something was wrong. And when they looked inside the car, they saw a purse. The identification in that purse belonged to Anne Swanke. Police sent out an APB, and soon Anne's face and story and abduction site were plastered all over the news. One man came forward and said, "I saw two people on the side of the road in an embrace. I didn't think anything of it." 5 days after Anne's abduction, her body was found on a steep and rocky ravine 7 miles from her abduction site. When the police turned her body over, they realized her throat had been slashed. They immediately kicked into gear looking for MOs of similar victims in East San Diego County, and they found them. 3 months before Anne's throat had been slashed, Rhonda Strang was babysitting for a friend. She was babysitting 3-year-old Amber Fisher. Rhonda's daughter came home to find them both dead. Their throats had been slashed, including the 3-year-old. 5 months before Anne's murder, there was another woman. Jody Santiago had been brutally attacked. She left a restaurant at around 11 p.m. to go back to her brother's apartment. As she was passing the apartment parking lot, she was grabbed from behind and dragged into a car. And unfortunately, her body was found the next day on the side of the road. Her throat had been slashed as well. But Jody was alive. So when Anne's detectives realized this, they fly to Washington, they interview her, and she says, "I don't remember what he looks like. I never saw his face, but his eyes are slightly bulging. I remember that." Jody also helped them create a composite sketch. When the sketch was released on evening news all over California and various parts of the United States, police got over 100 tips in less than a 24-hour period, and detectives were assigned to surveilling these individuals, and one of them had a vanity plate. That was David Lucas. 6 weeks after Anne's murder, police asked Jody to fly down from Washington and do a live photo lineup, and she does, and she picks out David Lucas. He was arrested and eventually convicted of first-degree murder and kidnapping for Anne and attempted murder and kidnapping for Jody Santiago. The jury could not agree on Rhonda Strang or little Amber Fisher. Police believe these were not his only victims, and if you want to hear all the details, go to Killer Destinations Podcast, episode 62.